Hi everyone, it's Tiffany and I'm super excited to finally show a big flip through of all 7 of my Petals and Pockets journals that I will have for sale very soon. I'm going to make this YouTube video. I'm going to upload it, and while it's uploading, I will put all of these in my shop. I'll make the little, what do you call it? The shop descriptions, and just take a photo of the cover of each one. And I've got them numbered. So, and then I'll send out an email. Actually, before I get them on my website for like ready to purchase, I will send out an email and a link to this video so that you have time to watch this video. And while you're watching the video, just jot down the number you want and jot down your backups, because by the time I start uploading, I just have this feeling. I feel good, and then I feel bad about this happening, because it happens frequently where as soon as I start listing the journals in my website, they go immediately. And I'm like, oh, yay, people love them, right? Like, it makes me feel great. That's awesome. But then I'm like, oh, I feel bad that they like went so fast. People didn't have time. Like, I know there are a lot of people that didn't have time to even look before they're gone. So this is my heads up to newsletter subscribers. First of all, you'll be the ones to get this video first. Then whatever is left over, I will, like, this video won't even go out to my regular subscribers. It'll only be available in my newsletter from my newsletter link until those people have had a chance. Maybe I'll give it a day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I can wait. I try to wait like a day. Like, it'll be half a day. It's evening now. What time is it? It's like, it's getting kind of late. I've been working. It always takes me long. Okay, you know what? Nobody wants to hear this. Let's just flip through the books. Number 1, I've numbered these here, so they've each got a number. This is like 5.5 by 4, something like that. I will list the sizes. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? I have them written down here. If you want to know, it's 5 by 4.5. They are all hand painted with watercolors, like directly on the covers. Inside cover, back cover, inside cover of the back. I feel like these should have, okay. Anyway, before I get too chatty, it includes a lot of my own artwork, like this carved stamp that I made, this watercolor rainbow. I've stitched a lot of things just to create some sort of faux pockets. Yes, I made the pink. You know, it's got some other artist papers, and it's got like ledger papers and things, but you know, I try to add my own touch to things. Okay, let's here we go. Probably kind of distracting here. So gosh, how am I gonna do this quickly? This isn't gonna go very quickly, but I'll try really hard. And then just bits and pieces of scrap things. I don't know if I should show you everything. I feel like some of it should be a surprise, right? This was a part of some scrapbook kit, but I made this. This is a pocket. It's a clear pocket here with a flower that I have painted. This is an ATC that I made in a workshop. Some little fabric cluster. There's other handmade things. What is this? This is a scan of some of my work for something. This is hand painted envelope with some goodies in here. Oh my gosh, there's so many goodies. Yeah, like hand painted, hand cut goodness. Like, this takes me a long time to do, you guys. Little paper clips, fabric snippets, and eco-dyed things with some stitched items. So this is number 1. Number 2. Oops. Okay. So I'm sorry. Somehow the numbering got a little off. So this one is a 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. I have 2 of these, but the numbering, like, I didn't put them in order. So this is number 1. This is number 2, a little bit bigger, a little bit skinnier. It's a different size. It's cute. Oh, and this one just happens to have this color rings. All of these rings are interchangeable, meaning like you can add more pages, you can take away pages, and each of these books will come with the large set of rings and the medium set of rings in case you want to add more pages. So you add, you know, theoretically, if you want to add more pages or it gets super bulky, change them up to the medium size. If it gets even bulkier than that, change them up to the large size. Okay? So they are, I will include the extra sets of rings. Okay, so anything that I have hand painted, I will just point those out. Okay, so there's the cover. Here's the back cover. Oh, I love that. These are all coated with water-resistant cold wax, so you don't have to worry about getting water spilled and things. Hand painted, handmade, hand painted envelope, a little clear pocket, hand painted, another pocket with doodads in there, hand painted. This is one of my wildflowers, hand painted. Some other doodads in this. This looks like something I hand painted. It is a rainbow. It is, okay, this one, this is paper that I jelly printed, I believe. Some snippet rolls and that kind of stuff that is handmade. This is hand dyed. Oh, there we go. And watercolored. Oh, this is a nice sturdy clear pocket. These are old vintage file folders that are from the 60s. Yeah, with people, like actual people. Handmade, hand painted. These are scraps of like hand painted background papers. So this is number 2. I hope this video doesn't take super duper long. This is so cute. Number 3, this is 5 by 4.5. So 5, 4.5. Look at the leaves on this one. I tried to make each one a little different, and that really was time consuming. Honestly, I don't ever think I'll be doing this round of this type of books again. It was like, I physically took a hit making these books. Like, my elbow is jacked. It's gonna need a lot of rest. So I can't do it anymore. I just overworked myself. Those are handmade bits of fodder, just jelly printed type of things. Fabric, what did I make here? Oh, this is a fabric snippet roll that I made while I was with Megan using Megan's sewing machine, lots of other little goodies, just from my vintage pile of things. I you know, like did one of those rubbing type of things. That's what that is. And then just little bits and pieces of stuff. I've had this for years. I'm glad I finally got a chance to use it. It's glued onto this, which is hand painted with, oh, this is another item that I've had for years. I've had this like paper clipped together for so long, and I'm like, I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use it. I never ended up using it. So whoever gets this one, I hope you find this so cute and so useful. It's just like, you know, it's just screaming to be used. It's so cute. Yeah, and then there's some handmade paper there with marks on there. Little snippet roll, handmade, hand-painted things. This is scrap fabric, not a fabric, file folder, painted fodder scrap. And, oh, I did try and put like little stapled on details and stuff, little, stitched on things just to make it fun. This is a piece of eco-printed paper. And, oh, this is a cluster that I have made. And this one is number 3. Okay, number 4. Number 4 cover with a hand-painted rainbow, hand-painted, oh, this is one of those color things that you do to see how the color blooms into other colors and what they look like, you know, if you do some watercolor stuff. I'm sure you've seen that. This is handmade. That, my little cluster flower, I think there is a name for that in my Petals and Pockets course. If you like these and you're like, oh, I want to make my own, I want to take a class. These are all ideas from my Petals and Pockets course, which you can find on my website, TiffanySimplySharp.com. Sharp with an E. I always forget to tell people, but you know, I feel like by the time you write Tiffany Simply Sharp, it should come up for you. This is just a sticker I found. This is hand painted though. This was an idea for a watercolor class I was gonna do, but I haven't done yet. That's hand painted. And here's another little clear pocket. And that's like, this is a spray acrylic. It's fun to do. That's from my wildflowers class I painted. There's some other jelly print type of, oh, no wait, this is ink dyed. Sprays, acrylic sprays. Here's the pocket full of vintage goodies. This looks like a, yep, hand painted thing. This is a little stamp that I make, or I made and use. And here's a little cup that's hand painted in there. Another plastic sleeve in this one with a vintage file folder. And another flower. Wait, oh yeah, yep, there's 2. So I just filled it with what I thought would go. I tried to keep it in the same color scheme. So this one was number 4, and it was another 5.5 by 4 and 4 and 1/4, so 4.25. Going this way. Okay, so this one is the only 7 by 5. So it's a little bit bigger. It's, I love these like little shimmer rose gold accents. I think those are on a couple of them, that one and just that one. Is that the only one that got it? Well, oh, this one has a little tiny bit. Not much though. Okay, I guess I only used it mainly for this one. This one got kind of chunky already. Oh, actually, yes. So this book and these 2 books have more pages. I don't know. I think it was just, I don't know why. Okay. But there's more stuff in there. Okay, an ATC, just a felt scrap. These are fun if you want to work in them a little bit more. There's room to work in them, but I feel like they're already completed works. Like you don't have to do anything. You can just flip through and you know, you can just put this on your shelf and use it as an inspiration book. So yeah, whatever it is you want to use these for. It's a little watercolor circle there, some vintage goodies. This is one of my hand-painted flowers. This I got this from my husband's office, which is where I got the vintage file folders. So like from the 60s. This is hand-painted. I feel like I did that in one of my classes. This is a scan and print. But this is stained and marked or something. I did something to that thing. And I put one of these flower things in every single one with maybe chemistry, maybe it's some sort of words, I don't know. There's some washi in here that I used from Collage Soup. I love Collage Soup and their washi. So I just tried to put in a few things. These are bits of fodder that I have made. That too. Stapled on felt. Little watercolor pocket with... Oh, okay, hold on. Look at this. I added that little one in here. I thought that was kind of fun. I don't know. I don't remember if I did any other ones like that. I know. It's so great. It's so great having like really poor short-term memory. Because then I can flip through these and be like, oh my gosh, what's this? This is some sort of a collaged card thing that I made a long time ago, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I got stuck in this pocket sleeve. Here is some watercolor wildflower and a watercolor tag. I feel like I need to do a class like that. Can't remember what that's called now, but it is like a Japanese art, postcard art type of thing. So this one is number 5. Did I show you the back? Yes, I did. Okay, number 6, right? Yep, this one's number 6. It looks like this. Can you see all of it? No. Okay, let's redo this. So it looks like this. It's got 2 sets of rings, but they're just further apart. It's a nice, skinny, long, tall, skinny book, which I do love. This has some bits and pieces of fodder in this pocket. A little sticker. One of these flower things. This one is a hand-painted page. Oh, look at that skinny number. I found this at like a little reuse place, so it's kind of fun to find those. Little tags and stuff. This is hand painted. One of my hand painted watercolor mugs. This is a little, I don't know. I made a page. Oh, this thing is so cool. So it's a little like a clear pocket page. I don't know how many times I need to say little, but I have said it so many times. Made out of some packing paper, my favorite packing paper. I have a favorite packing paper. Stitched up and then just divided into 2 little compartments. I thought about, you know, it's like hole punching these in here, but I wanted to get the full space, like the full depth. So I'm just gonna stick them in here, but it's a fun way to just collect things, and who knows, like maybe you can turn it into a page or figure out something really fun to do with this one if you get this one. I think my other tall skinny book has one like that too. This is like, I want to say it was called Alchemy scrapbook paper kit or something like that. That was really cool. Some postcards and a little foot paper clip and vintage maps. This is a printed and cut. I did cut this, but it's a copy. And this has like some really cool texture paste or gesso or something like that on there that is kind of fun. That'd be kind of fun to use for something. And this is hand painted. I painted on this piece of tracing paper. Let's see, there's some goodies in here. So yeah, I tried to put similar things in, but I don't have 7 of everything. This is a cluster that I made with a tea bag and doodads. This is kind of like a little pocket here. All right, so number 6, and a little watercolored circle to attach things. And this is number 7. Okay, so this is what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like. This I just left as something that is really tall and sticks out because I didn't want to cut it down. It's the full size of the file folder, but it does stick out. And if that bothers you, you can always trim it and resize it. You can, like I showed you, you can undo these clasps and you can rearrange the pages and work in them. This is the fun thing about these Ringbound journals is that I can take out this entire thing and I can put it through my sewing machine and whatever and then stick it back in. So that was like a really fun feature of this journal that I loved. That's a watercolor flower and another watercolor envelope. Here's a kind of a translucent plastic cover on this one. And this butterfly was like floating around, sticking onto everything, so I decided to stitch it down right there. This is a part of a master sheet that I was using for something. There's another one of these painted. Here's this thing. This is that other, it's another piece of the master sheet. This one is again printed and cut out. These ones are originals though, an ATC. Oh, I made a little cluster tag with this one. That's fun. Just a piece of collage soup tape. Here's a tracing paper envelope with, this is hand painted on a vintage library card. I wanted to try that out and works beautifully. I have to keep in mind that I'm gonna do that sometime for like my next index card a day project or 100-day project or something like that. So, yep, here's a mug, here's some vintage papers. That I painted too right there. Here's some sort of a pocket. Oh, I painted this on piano paper. Piano paper holds water and watercolor really well, surprisingly well. Here's a little watercolor thing I painted. This is spray acrylics. This is one of those painted, I think it's called edagami, now that I'm finally figuring out my words. So I have these little washi tape cats, and I just use them every chance I get. Little words right here. So this is like a vinyl piece of a vinyl tablecloth. Yeah, like vintage flashcard things. Okay, that one is number 7, and it's decorated like this on the inside. So you will notice that these 3 rings are connected by a bar, and I put the bar on the inside cover, not on the very outside. But it does make it kind of hard, like, oh, never mind, it didn't. But sometimes it won't close like this, and you might have to close it going this way. But it does work better. Like these are more stable if that bar goes on the inside right here, just so you know, in case you take this apart. But you want this bar on the inside, and then everything will like stay nice and secure, and it won't like jostle around too much like this. Okay, it does just a tiny bit, but it is very secure. So those are my books, and I have a kit that I just finally finished putting together. It includes these washi. I've got all of my washi taped up somewhere. Here we go. It includes all of these washi. These were watercolors, and these were watercolors that I turned into washi. This was an actual snippet roll. It is long. Like this section does not repeat, and there's even longer. So here's the full thing. Like it goes all the way here and all the way here before it starts to repeat. So this was an actual snippet roll with fabrics, and like look at that. I got slow stitching in there. I got machine stitching in there. And then this one is a collaged, painted papers with collage. And that was a snippet roll too. And this one, again, is really long too. It's like way longer than this before it repeats. So, got like tea-dyed doilies and vintage papers. And then these are like all hand-painted. These are my marks that I've made with different items, hand-painted there. All those colors come from hand-painted papers other than the vintage materials. So those are my washi tapes collections, and I put together, there's a lot of items in the shop, okay? There's post-it notes too. And the post-it notes, I tried to create this so that the background was faint enough that you could write on it with a marker and you can use it as a post-it note, but I also wanted people to be able to just use this as like a collage paper or a piece of artwork or whatever. So it's kind of halfway between. So you do, like, if you wrote on this with a pencil, it wouldn't show up all that well. You can still read it, but it's a little tough. So this is my first run of post-it notes, and I'm pretty happy with it. So there's that. And then I have stickers, and I have, are you ready for this? Okay, hold on. I have a tote bag. Yes, my very own tote bag. It's nice canvas. It's, what do you call this? A gusset? It's got like a 3-inch gusset. It's got some nice straps. I used it for like 3 days in a row, carrying all my crap around at a workshop in the woods, and it held up extremely well. It's washable. It's machine washable. I've already washed mine just to test it out, and it looks great. It's sturdy. I love it. Look at that. Then it's got my beautiful watercolor flower designs. It's the same on the front and back, just in case you get one side dirty, which I'm sure we all will, right? So all of that, I've put together a kit with my own designed packaging paper without the journal, okay? I put together a separate kit without the journal. That, if you wanted to buy the kit and the journal together, I can figure out how to ship everything together. I'll see. And maybe it'll save you on some shipping. Maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it'll add to the shipping. Either way, I only have 28 of these bags. Oh yeah, that's what I need to tell you. There's only 28 of these bags. So I'm only selling them for a while. I'm only going to sell them as a kit. Unless the 28 don't sell with the kit, then I'll split it up and then it'll be like, I think it's like $20. So yeah, but your best option of getting this is with the kit. The kit it's a $70 value, but I have it on my website right now for $64. So the kit has like this. It's got all these washi, 6. These ones are wider than these ones, which are the typical size. The notepads and the stickers. Okay, that's it. So hopefully by the time you watch the end of this video, I will have loaded up the journals onto my website. If you see a journal there and you want to grab it, pay for it. Okay, don't wait. Yeah, don't wait. If you want to purchase other items and you want to make sure you get this, you don't, like, it's not yours, it's not claimed until you pay for it. If it's in your cart, if it's in 2 people's carts, whoever buys it and pays for it will get it. So if you want to make 2 purchases, you can, and then just leave me a note like, hey, well, I'll know. You guys, I know every one of you, especially those of you who make purchases. I know you. I am happy to combine things, and a lot of times if you buy more than one thing, unless the shipping is just, you know, out of control, I'll either refund you any extra shipping, or what I do is like throw in an extra item or like put together a little kit for you. So you can write it in the notes. Like if you want to split your orders because you want to make sure you have time to purchase this before you look around, then just write me a note in your second purchase and say, hey, I've also purchased a journal, and then let me know. Please give me a refund for the shipping, or throw in whatever, like something extra. But really, like the shipping, my website does a pretty good job of calculating combined shipping. A lot of times it undercharges. You might not be getting anything back for the shipping. The shipping is kind of weird. Anyway, I don't need to get into that. Let me go ahead and upload all of these gorgeous journals onto my website. Bye.